afternoon.
Other dimwits asleep.
Yes, so T-Boy Senior is asleep, so T-Boy Junior has made the drinks this afternoon and came upstairs with 2 cups in his hand and reached across me and gave me his. I said, no, that's not mine, Kevin. That's not mine. You have coffee? I have tea.
Well, I have a
tea
50% chance. It is tea, isn't it?
It is tea. Well, I think it is. Let's have a smell. Yeah, it's tea. It's tea. It's not very warm in here either, is it? T-Boy's got his T-Boy in training. He's got his gloves on. It is actually, would you believe, 21 in here, but it doesn't feel like it. It's a cold 21.
It must be wind chill factor. The wind chill factor in the office.
Would that be? Would that be? That sort of wind. I warm up when I get talking to you guys. I'll warm up. Having said that, though, being on the beach this morning and it was beautiful but cold. So I think I've got chilled through, to be honest. So let's start at the top, shall we? Let's see who we've got in the house with us today. So first of all, thank you to Stephen Gately for the £1.99 super chat that he's sent. That's lovely. Thank you ever so much. So we've got second post Claire Healy, we've got Elaine Pilkington, Donna Blythe. Donna Blythe's just gone out. She's going to watch it on catch up. We've got Marius, we've got Carol, we've got Michael John Drill, we've got Deborah Webster. Oh, goodness me. Deborah Webster was in the hospital because she collapsed and couldn't walk.
Oh, dear.
So I hope you're all right now, Deborah.
Not in the hospital now, is she?
Oh, goodness me, she's got kidney cancer. Oh, I am ever so sorry to hear that. I hope it's found now and can be treated and sorted out. Yeah. We've got Kat Gregory, we've got Julie McCarthy, we've got Marius. I've said that once, haven't I? We've got Michael Bethwaite, we've got Dawn Morris. Oh, goodness me. Don Morris's husband's got a tumour on his left kidney and he's down for a partial removal operation. So best wishes to your hubby, Dawn. Best wishes, best wishes. What else have we got? Let's have, oh, it's jumped. It's jumped. It went, just a second. Let me go back to where I was. We've got Lady Helen, we've got Liz Auger, we've got Polly W. We've got... have I already said Deborah Webster?
Yes.
Yes, I've said Deborah. We've got Dazza 1972. We've got Wendy Jones. We've got Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. I thought about you last week. Well, I think about you often when I'm Legoing. We've got Jacqueline Buist. We've got Funky Kids. We've got... Oh, goodness me. Julie McCarthy's got myeloma, which is cancer of the blood, and that's under control with medication. Well, fingers crossed it stops that way. We've got David Creswell from Sunny Donny. We've got Jamie Horsley. We've got Lynn Thurston. She's watching a fox in a garden. Wow. We've got Mrs. Swallow, my pal Bren.
Hello, Mum.
Susan Wright, James Gibson. I must be nearly at the end of it, surely. Susan Ashcroft, Caroline Tolson, Natalie Easton. And I think we're at the bottom of the shout outs for the first people that were online with us. So we've got 32 watching. No, we've not. We've got 84 watching currently. HL is starting a new drug trial next week for osteoarthritis. Let us know how you get on. I think we perhaps all could do with that. Yes, but the moral of the story is, you see, you get talking to people and you walk up and down the high street and you look like you're all fine and dandy and tickety-boo, and you get talking to people and there's not a fit one among us, is there, Kevin?
No.
Us included.
We don't make it any better. We're keeping eating. 21?
21, that's what it says. And the moral of the story is that you should enjoy each day, no matter what, and be grateful that you're here. As a pal of mine always used to say, if you go like that and there's no wood, it's a good day. It's a good day. So eat your cake, go out on your trips, buy things that you want to buy without going into debt. And live each day. Live each day. That's my theory for this week.
And get out of bed, Kevin.
And get out of bed, Kevin. That would be a big start, honestly. It's like shifting an elephant, trying to get him to move. So anyway, Kevin's got a new joke book. Kevin's got a new joke book, and I've got my list here, my agenda for this afternoon's proceedings. So, Julie, see, he's got multiple myeloma. She's had it for 9 years. Well, that just shows, doesn't it, Julie, that you can be, have problems and be fine and carry on with it. Have it under control. That's a good way to put it. Michael Bethwaite says, what's the update on T-Boy's health? Well, Michael, T-Boy's had his...
He's asleep.
6th treatment this morning, so it was a 10:15 appointment this morning. So Kevin took him while I went and did some work.
So I'm back yesterday.
Oh,
in that weather.
No, in all that weather.
5 o'clock at night as well.
So is shattered. He feels really tired, but he's not sleeping properly either. So he's getting just a few hours. He's quite laid back about it, isn't he? He's not bothered. It's quite
Take each day as it
comes. And he's having this treatment with the intention that it'll be cured. So there's lots of things that could be a lot worse, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have got things that are a lot worse.
You're married to me for a start.
Exactly, but apparently radiotherapy makes you tired. So the nurse said to him this morning, it's starting to tire you then, is it? So yeah, but it's fine. It's fine currently. Apart from yesterday was a 5 o'clock appointment. So from here, when you go in the morning, when it's kind of in between times, we've been doing it in 35 minutes. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. From our door, we've been going via the promenade because anybody that's visiting
585.
Yeah, anybody that's visiting the Fylde Coast or coming to the Fleetwood Bispham end, Fleetwood Cleveleys end, I would advise you to go via the promenade, go the scenic way, because there are currently serious roadworks on the A585. So whereas you would have come up to the light place with that big sculpture thing in the field, John Ditchworth, is it? Ditchfield, somebody. Anyway, the big sculpture, the big glass sculpture
blowing
at Windy Harbour, and you turn left there. They've rebuilt that junction and built a new bypass road. They've
built a new car park.
Yeah, it's supposed to be faster. But currently is a car park. So if you come into the Fylde Coast and you've not been for a few weeks, I would strongly recommend that you go straight down the motorway to Blackpool and come on the front.
Come on the 585, we can guarantee you that you'll be here at least a couple of weeks.
So we've been going on the promenade. So we've been going for it. We've been going to the seaside on our trips to Preston. So it's not been bad. But last night they went at 5 o'clock in all that awful weather. So I set T-Boy training on, taking him. And I think it was 6:45, weren't it, when you strolled back in here?
It was late. It was
fairly
long do. Because what you've got directly opposite the radiotherapy, I don't know if, I think Derek might have mentioned this.
Rosemere, this at
Rosemere, yeah. But directly opposite, it's parking for staff. And if you're coming out from an appointment at, whatever time it is, can you remember Meadowhall? They'll not remember Meadowhall because they weren't there. But as you're coming out, you're just waiting for people to file out of the car park to get onto the main road. So
apparently last night he went in the staff car park. And as anybody that goes to Preston will know, it's a parking high car park, so I'm tipping that there'll be a ticket turn up.
I couldn't see, it was dark.
I've never seen your eyes open that far.
But there was a big blue sign that said, wait in.
Anyway, it is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know if we get one.
I have noticed one thing. Derek has got very nice socks.
Yes, he's got very nice socks. He's giving the girls in the radiotherapy cupboard the benefit of his feet. So he does have a penchant for very bright coloured socks anyway. So he's got quite a collection of. I mean, if you think kind of as bright as these glasses, they're that kind of thing. Did he show you those that I'd sent for him last week?
Now, obviously, it's not a funny subject, but
you've got to see it.
If anybody's seen Derek, he's like, tall, isn't he? And then put him on a bed naked with.
Oh no! Naked from here down. Because you pull your shirt up and hold on to it like that. Apparently.
These happy socks on.
So there's these two great big feet with these toes stuck up.
And it does have big feet. It's got big
bright red socks. I'd love to see it, honestly. I'll have to get nurses to take a picture of him, actually.
It'd be like one of these clowns with big feet.
Yeah. Shouldn't mock the afflicted, should we? So tomorrow, another full week, and then 2 days. So it'll be over before we know it.
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it?
Well, no, 2 weeks. Isn't it?
There's not another 2 weeks after this week, is there?
It's been going.
It's 19th of February it finishes.
Well, it's 5 days this week. 2 days.
Oh God, there's another 2 full weeks.
Exactly. So you've got another 2 full 5 days, and then it finishes on midweek.
They were me getting excited thinking that we were on home straight. Anyway, it is what it is. So
but this time next week,
on.
It'll only be another week.
It'll only be another week this time next week. And it'll soon be summer, and we'll soon be doing all the nice things that you do when it's summer. Anyway, so moving on. On my list, my next thing is shout outs. So I'm going to start at the top in order of receipt. Got your cups.
Where's the package that got delivered?
Behind me.
Just checking.
So this is from Calderdale, which was a lovely surprise. And Calderdale has sent the idiot a donation for Care for Cleveleys for going on that spinny circly thing at Christmas.
Did you have to point me out? This idiot.
There's only you in this room, so. And he says, I've just been catching up with vlogs and note that the exalted Kevin has indeed braved the upside down thingy ride in Blackpool. So as promised, here is the promised £50 for the Cleveleys Fund. So I think that deserves a big round of applause. I think that's lovely.
There is photo evidence, isn't there?
There is photo evidence.
Why didn't you film it?
So I will.
Why didn't you film it?
That was a dirty look, that wasn't it? That was a dirty look. Perhaps like me, you are in your Grinch underwear, he says.
Not got any.
No,
I've not got any Grinch underwear.
We'll have to sort that out then, shan't we? We'll have to sort that out. We'll have to get him some Grinch underwear. Yeah, so we'd been to Blackpool at Christmas, and we just had a pleasant afternoon, didn't we? Sauntering round in Blackpool, so that's why there wasn't a video. But he did go on it. And I stood there watching him going around, going
upside down.
So that was a lovely surprise. So thank you ever so much.
I can give people a tip though. Don't have fish and chips first. Because we did go for fish and chips and then I went on it, which was a bad move.
And he took his glasses off as well. And then the other day, Kevin gave me a belated Christmas card. So apologies to Connie, but thank you ever so much for your Christmas card. Best wishes from Dublin. So we're not sure, Connie, whether this is from this year, last year, or maybe even the year before. but thank you ever so much. And there was a lovely brown note in there as well, wasn't there?
I don't know how it's ended up
It
in my
was in his
satchel.
bag. He has
satchel.
a man bag satchel thing that he uses for carting stuff around to go to meetings and whatnot. And he found it in there. So why on earth a Christmas card from you that has come in the post was in his satchel?
How do you know
I have no idea.
How do you know it's in the post?
Well, I did.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't there an envelope on it?
It was, yes, and it just had your name on it.
Oh.
So what they've probably done is they've seen me at an event, said, give this to Jane.
And you've thoughts on that?
And I've put it in my bag to give it to you later. And
You've
then
thoughts on
forgot.
that, haven't you?
No.
I don't know. Michael Bethwaite says his bingo next to Higgett's open on Friday the 15th of March. I've got no idea. What I do know is that it's half term, would you believe? It's half term from the 9th of February, I think. Yeah, Friday the 9th of February. And half term seems to be the week of the 12th of February, according to the opening times of all the attractions in Blackpool. So usually what happens in Blackpool is that they open for the attractions and everything open for half term week, and then they go back to weekend opening from the end of half term up to Easter, and then they do daily from Easter onwards. So I would suspect, I don't know, it may be, it may not, but I believe they're on Facebook. What's it called now?
You've not really given them anything.
Howard's Bingo.
You've not really given them anything definitely, have you?
Well, this time of year, you see, it's a bit of a turn up and look at the door, and if it's open, they're open.
But
because
then again,
they might say that they're open, and if it's a really bad day like yesterday, they just don't bother because there's nobody about.
Well, to be fair, I'm taking the mickey, but if I wanted to know something, I would ask you anyway.
But it's true. I mean, like the piers, for example, are supposed to be open at weekends, and if the weather's lousy, they just don't open. So you've just got to take pot luck. Can't really plan things like that. So, and then we got an envelope. Got an envelope from Stephen. And I've saved it. I've not opened it because I knew when it was from Stephen that it would be something for Brew too. So I thought I'll save it and we'll open it live on air. So there you go. Kevin, do you think with your marvellous telephone you could put the heating on a bit higher?
Oh, what's this?
Yes, we had a new boiler done last year. And we've got that hive thingy. Oh, and it is clever. So you can...
Something's got to be on
it. Yeah, we've got a little square box that is wireless that you've got... Because our heating's on 2 systems. We've got upstairs and downstairs. Because it often has quite totally different temperatures.
Kevin with the tech.
So you get this thing on your phone. It's ever so clever.
Upstairs... 7 degrees it's set to. That's no good, is it, Jane?
Yeah, but that's for the off period.
I thought you just said put it on.
I said put it on boost, not start reorganising all central heating.
Well, I'm going to boost it. Well, I'll do that one and then I'll show you what she means for boost. And then downstairs, you can just select, go back. There's a little button there.
Strength.
Called boost, and it says 19.5 for 1 hour start. There you go. That endeth today's lesson
in gas.
Computer genius.
So anyway, as you can see, we've got this really clever central heating system. So you set it to whatever time you want to come on as a basic thing, and then you can have it an extra hour whenever you like, or 10 minutes even.
And it's proven you don't have to be clever to use it, do you?
So instead of just leaving it as it is, and then when it's cold like it is now, turning it up for half an hour, we've got to go through this rigmarole of turning it off or putting the heating in a completely different place. Can't do anything straightforward, can you?
I showed my initiative today. She says, put it away. I'd organised something for this afternoon.
Did you?
Weeding in town centre.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not nice, so you've not missed out.
Yeah.
So anyway,
She
we'll
said
go back.
cancel that.
We'll go back to Stephen's envelope.
Oh, yes,
shall
Stephen,
we?
sorry.
We'll go back to Stephen's envelope. So I've opened it.
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh, what's all these? What's all these?
You didn't expect that, did you?
Oh, lordy gordy.
What's this then?
He sent all vouchers back that he's not going to be able to use,
For...
that he won at Christmas. So it says, Dear Rabbits, I won first prize in the raffle. Yes, he did. He was very lucky. As I won't be going to Blackpool, so you can have the vouchers back. Oh, thank
How many
you.
vouchers?
There's stacks of them. Thank you ever so much, Stephen. What a shame. Because he's not coming on holiday, so he's not going to be able to spend them.
Vouchers from everywhere.
The way the hamper had got some products in it and quite a lot of vouchers. There were about £150 worth of vouchers in it
Oh.
that people had donated, so he sent them all back. Thank you ever so much. That's really kind of you. I thought you might have been treating yourself to a little breakaway. A little breakaway. Well, I tell you what, that leads me on to another subject, because that just came in time actually. You must have been going like that. You must have been going do 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 and tuning into me because drum roll and fanfare. Da, 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 da. Here's another one. Would you, assistant? Would you like to just pass me the picture?
Not very funny, these jokes, but I'm marking them. You might not have time in your agenda for me.
Come on. So this is one of the prizes.
Call it Michelle.
So this is one of the prizes. This is the beautiful Mary's shell on Cleveleys Beach in a black frame. It's an A3 print from the hand of Mr. T-Boy. So that's one prize. Another prize is a one-night bed and breakfast for 2 people at the Leonardo Hotel at Manchester Piccadilly. So that's worth having, isn't it? And then for the alcoholics amongst you, we've got a litre of Beefeater London Dry Gin. We've got 70 centilitres
Why did I think of Liz?
rum.
Gin.
We've got a £30 voucher for the Glass House, which is a pub. And we've got a £30 B&M voucher, which of course we all know who B&M are. So you can spend that wherever you are, can't you?
Is it Glass House?
No. So they're on sale now. They're on sale online and they're on sale in Cleveleys as well. So I think actually what we'll do, we'll put the vouchers in the raffle.
Well, I knew you were going to do that.
That's a very good idea, that.
I knew you were going to do that.
Very good idea, that. Michael's going to be in Blackpool from Friday the 15th to Monday the 18th. Ah, well, that puts a different perspective on it then, because I bet the bingo's open on the 16th and the 17th. But have a look on their Facebook page and see whether or not they've mentioned anything. Anyway, I've got a new book. As you can see, Kevin's got a new. I bought this especially for you. I saw this and I thought
yours is intellectual, isn't it?
Thought about
sort of.
I'm not sure whether the Glass House has closed cat. I will have to check because I believe somebody else is taking it on, so I don't know whether it's a.
Well, it would be my luck to win that voucher.
But if the Glass House is closed, there's plenty of other vouchers instead. Yes, 1,000 amazing gross facts. I saw this and I thought, oh, I bet there's lots of things in there. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look what page I've just opened it at. Life on the Loo. Did you find that picture?
What picture? No.
Oh, what a
Um,
shame.
I'm having trouble with my masking tape. Does anybody know how to loosen it up when it starts tearing when you put it in the microwave?
Really?
Yeah,
To soften glue?
to soften the glue and then it peels.
Oh, it is a mess.
Shall I try it?
Yeah, go and try it. And
Well,
then you can
get out of my
report
way.
back.
Give me... Right.
Anyway.
If it comes back black, I've done it too long.
Do you want to just listen to this before you
Yes.
go? Most people poo once a day, which adds up to about 29,000 number twos in a lifetime. If it takes you 5 minutes each time, you'll spend 100 days of your life pooing.
Shame you can't get it over in one go then, ain't it?
A human makes about 6 tons of poo in a lifetime, equal to the weight of 5 black rhinos. Look at that! Wowzer. Dogs. You have to watch Muffin when he goes out for one.
Oh, I wish I'd not deleted that.
Dogs prefer
picture.
to face north when pooing. This may be because dogs use a poo pit stop to recalibrate their internal compass, which they use to find their way around. What about that then? According to polls, 90% of people take their phone to the toilet with them. Do you?
No. Absolutely not.
Right, come on, people, hands up. Who takes the phone to the toilet? It's not something
Actually,
I
that's
do.
not true because I've been known to take photos of toilets and say, "Oh, toilets are very nice here. Look."
Michael, the raffle tickets are £1 each. Oh dear. A toilet-themed restaurant in Taiwan serves soup in toilet-shaped bowls. And China's Porcelain Palace is the 4-storey public bathroom with more than 1,000 toilets. What are you doing?
I'm looking for poo, if you don't mind.
So there you go. There you go. You now know all the pool facts.
No, I've deleted it.
What a shame.
Right, off to the microwave.
It got a stratospherically amazing photograph of one of Muffin's examples.
I was going to show you the size of it next to Muffin.
Yeah, so... Yeah, Calderdale reads textbooks in the loo.
Textbooks.
Textbooks. I bet they're textbooks on geology, aren't they?
And when you've read a page, do you... Oh, I just do this.
I don't know. We've not been long, have we? Half an hour and we're on to the subject of toilets. And then when he comes back, he can turn that radiator on before I get pneumonia. So, I'll save the rest of them. I'll see if I can... Oh, there's lots of things about toilets in here. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? Lots of things about toilets. So, you know all about the radiotherapy because I've given you that update. Daz of 1972 says, "How are my feathered friends?" Well, Homer and wife look like they're starting to think about breeding, I reckon. They are losing adult seagulls, get like brown mottly spottly feathers on the head in winter. And they're losing all their mucky little brown feathers and they're going a beautiful shade of white. They look like they've been washed in Daz. They look beautiful, so they're eating a lot more. So I reckon that means that they're ready for thinking about babies. So yeah, we just have to keep feeding them. I think I told you, didn't I, that Florence had ended up getting yeah, very, very bizarre, that situation. So we've been out in Cleveleys, speaking of cold weather. Well,
You got rid of me for 30 seconds plus travelling time.
well. Oh, look at that. You don't need that much.
Oh, that was wasteful. Ta-da!
Well, it works. How long did you do it for?
30 seconds.
30 seconds in the microwave if you can't get your masking tape off the roll.
Just a tip.
Watch your fingers when you take it out. Ouch. That good?
Well, would you like to just put that radiator on number 3 now?
Absolutely, I'll do anything for you, dear.
The look that said it all.
I said number 3.
Number 3. Come in, number 3. Your time is up. Yeah, so the volunteers, despite the cold weather, you can't keep us down. We've been out on, was it about the 8th of January? Rebuilding the clock garden in Cleveleys town centre. So
right, enjoyed myself that day.
do you know, it was lovely, weren't it? Had a really nice day. It was 8:45 when me and Kevin got there. And it were tea time when we shuffled off home. So him and 2 or 3 other men spent the day cutting planks of wood and lifting rocks and nailing and knocking and shoving bits of wood into
Doing man things.
Yeah, doing man things.
Doing man things.
Well, we all
Told them how to be.
told them how to do it.
told them how to do man things.
Yeah, so we did the plants and sorted everything else round them.
You did everything else.
Yeah, exactly. So it now looks beautifully nautical.
When it gets established, it's going to be fantastic.
So we've got some ground boards off the beach.
We could turn the clock into a lighthouse.
We've got some ground boards off the beach from our pals at Belfabete. And some small bits of rock. When they have the big ones delivered, there's sometimes bits that break off that are, as I called it, builder's bucket sized. So we've had a special delivery from them, and we've used them, and we've got rope and twisted it round and draped it artistically. And it's all nailed down so that the little people can't nick it.
You could watch this with sound off and know exactly what you were saying.
Exactly. So we've put the plants in that we'd already got because we'd got some in the sale at the back end of last year. And I noticed the other day when I went to a meeting in Cleveleys that we've got some crocus. Did you see them?
Yes, because you said look at them crocuses.
We've got some crocuses flowering and a few little snowdrops.
Unless you were linking somebody else's arm that I don't know about.
Could have been. Could have been any man, couldn't it? I've gone all snuffly. So yeah, so that was a really nice day. So there were about 8 or 9 of us. And we went a bit of trouble, weren't we? The entire noise within the town centre, within the town centre came from us. Everybody else were being quiet. We just were laughing all day. So that's what we've already done. There's lots to do. There's lots happening and lots coming up. I've gone on a diet. You might remember me telling you that I'd put half a stone on over Christmas. Half a stone.
I have no comment.
Half a stone.
I watched the programme about. Has anybody ever done the fasting diet where you fast and then eat, because apparently it's very good for you.
Yeah, I do know 2 or 3 people that have done it, but it's not something I could do.
Boost your immune system.
I'd end up flaking out on fasting.
Well, I know you would, but you wouldn't have to fast. You could have like light meals, couldn't you? No.
Anyway, so I do my best to try and feed these 2 in a proper manner. And despite what it might look like when I do vlogs and when I go out with people that I know, we do actually eat rather well at home, don't we?
Oh, tell them what you made the other day.
What did I make the other day?
My little Thai bride.
What did I make?
You made a cauliflower and cheese soup.
So this were one advantage of going to Rosemere, because there's loads of books in reception and waiting area, and there's quite a few that have got different recipes in them. So my dad was looking at a Cumbria Life, I think it were, and there were a Nigel Slater recipe in it for cauliflower cheese and mustard soup. So I photographed it, and we had to go with that at weekend, and that was very nice. Wasn't
It was, and your
Very
satay.
nice.
Don't forget your satay.
Yeah, we've had homemade
I'm not just saying it. It was nicer than
stir
the real
fried
thing.
rice. We've had homemade. No, it weren't satay. It was chow mein.
Well, it is like
Well,
satay.
whatever. Chinese with prawns and bits of green stuff. So we've been eating a lot of vegetables. We've hardly had any meat. We've not been eating cake, have we?
No.
And I've lost a few pounds already.
We've allowed Derek to have cake, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll just leave him to it.
Because he's been a good boy.
Kat says she has her last meal at 7 o'clock and she doesn't eat until 11 the morning after, and she's lost 5 kilos in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Well
Very
done.
interesting, that.
Well done.
Well, actually, I didn't want to tell you before I drove, but I didn't have any breakfast this morning, and I did feel better this morning.
Well, I've got to say, I mean, it's nearly killed me, but I've not been eating cakes, and I've not been eating sweets, and I've not been eating biscuits and things like that. Not that I ate a ton,
Tell
But-
me what you've done with my stuff.
but I ate more than I should have done. Apart from the 3 licorice torpedoes that I have after my dinner,
And nobody's taking them off me.
and a licorice flyer after my tea, I am addicted to licorice. They are just so nice.
So, shall we go through the routine of, please, miss, can I have a sweetie?
So Kevin bought some walnut whips. He particularly likes walnut whips,
Love walnut whips.
and I hid him.
So when husband wants a walnut whip, husband has got to go like this, shut his eyes, and miraculously a walnut whip appears. Where it comes from, I have no idea.
Because if I'd given him,
I know I've no idea because I've looked.
if I gave him a box of 6 walnut whips on Monday, by Tuesday they would have gone, wouldn't they? He's got no self-discipline whatsoever, my husband. I don't know. Anyway, I had to look at one of them height and weight map things the other day. You know, that one that there's a line through it and it tells you whether you're underweight, right weight, overweight.
Is that why you've been wearing high heels again?
No, I'm not wearing high heels. So I had to look at one yesterday morning to see where I came on it, and I'm just at the bottom end of overweight. And I can tell I am
Well, I
as
must
well.
admit, the first time I was told that I was,
Porky.
yes, by the nurse, I was quite surprised because I wasn't really that heavy, but
No.
apparently.
No, which
Yeah.
yeah. So I think all the population of Britain must be overweight at that rate. So yes, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, and I'm determined I'm going to get some weight off, and I'm going to feel better. And I've got to say, I do feel better for not eating junk.
I'm just thinking 7 till 11 is quite a stretch, isn't it, for not with no food?
Mm.
Not bad.
Yeah, so you'll have to stop eating junk. You'll have to stop eating junk, Kevin.
Do as she says, not as she does.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. I haven't been eating junk. I haven't been eating junk. Anyway, so
You need to hide those crisps next.
you see, when we've got a 6-pack of crisps, I don't feel the need to sit and eat 6 packs all at once, but he does, doesn't you?
Because when I was a little lad, the little bags were full of crisps, and now they've got like 3 in bottom.
Well, it's enough for a taste. It's not supposed to be your main diet.
As they say on Coronation, oh, as you come to this.
Have you been watching Coronation Street?
Oh, as you come to this.
Oh dear me, we're one behind, so we've got another one to watch.
It's not bad for me, one
And
behind.
what do they call him? The builder.
Builder,
that's-
there's gambles.
The gambler. Ed.
Ed. Mm.
He is such a poor actor.
Oh,
And-
how dare you?
And at lunchtime today, before we did this, we've watched the one that must have been on Monday when his daughter found out that he'd not put the fire out when it had started.
Oh,
And
look, we're
goes,
talking about
"Oh,
Coronation Street. You're losing followers.
how did it come to
How
this?
did it come to this?
I says, oh God, I wish they'd get rid of him. Can't send him to jail.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, changing the subject completely. So I've got a new toy. Are you ready?
What a
So
toy it is.
I've been using this. This came on recommendation of somebody that I think she watches Visit Fylde Coast, doesn't she?
Yes.
And I know all the other vloggers are using it, and I know I'm way behind on the curve. So I've got a DJI. So it's brand new. I'm still learning what to do with it. So when the picture just completely disappears and it disappears up into the sky,
You get a nice picture of your feet.
that's because I'm still not sort of worked it out what to do with it. But it's got a microphone with it that's wireless, so there's no wire dangling, with a little clip on it like that. Look, so you clip it onto your cardi, and a little muffler thing for the wind, the endless wind. So that's the camera at that side, and that's the screen. So you turn it like that to make it come on.
You're on.
And then press that button to record, and it's got a gimbal on it so that it keeps it steady and you don't end up chucking up watching it. So hopefully that's charged up because I've had it plugged in. So what do I think to the show so far? I think it's very good.
And don't forget, it's good for your wrist.
Yes, exactly. It's a
it's
lot
lighter.
lighter, and it's a lot less obvious as well. So I've got to say, for somebody that's got a lot of rattle and is quite happy standing up at the front of a room and speaking to 300
Not
people at a
shy,
time,
are you?
when I'm out,
Self-conscious and shy.
when I'm out and I'm walking about with a camera that everybody can see, I feel really self-conscious. I feel like everybody's looking at me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love speaking to people, and when you see me, please stop me and say hello. It just makes me feel right shy.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thunk it? So that's my news. I've got a lovely little gadget, and there's another socket thing that goes on the bottom as well. That's the connector for the microphone. So there's another socket that clips onto the bottom. Oh, you don't do that. You press that button. See, I told you I'm learning what to do with it. So there's another battery that goes on the bottom, or a tripod. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when I do a food vlog.
So QVC, you could use it without that bottom bit on, couldn't you?
Yes.
Is that gone in properly? What's that yellow thing stuck
It's
up?
it's a one of them stickers that they put on
Oh, is it?
to keep it clean.
Sorry, I was just checking.
So that's my exciting news. I thought, right, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to join JP's and Caroline's and Stephen Cheatley's gang.
Well, we watched a programme on mobile phones the other day, didn't we? And the first ones were like bricks.
Very interesting. Yeah, well, can't you remember them?
Go with technology.
Can't you remember them?
Yeah.
And I found
I don't believe I actually used one. I didn't have one, but I...
in my drawer the other day. Let's see if I can...
Oh, she's disappeared.
Just a second. Talk
She's
about
just
yourselves. Sure it was in here.
She was there 1 minute.
I thought it was in here.
This is
Oh, here it is. This is my little box of wires and gadgets and stuff. Look at this. Look at that for tiny.
That one good for its age.
Is it little?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that one is. There's no number on it. Is it about a 5, that one?
Don't know.
Very little. Very, very little. So I've got all kinds of things in here. When you need a wire, I've got plenty of wires. I've got plugs. I've got everything.
Now then, dear, tell them about that little break in the...
Oh yes, yes. So when
every
we've
day's a school
we've
day.
been watching, I don't know if you've seen any of them, Hannah Fry, and I can't remember what it's called, but
Hannah
it's
Fry.
Hannah Fry. The Science of Ordinary Things or something or other, and she shows you how a phone works and how they're developed and interesting things and whatnot. And apparently, can you remember back in the day when we first started getting mobile phones and they had a little aerial on them? Apparently now you've still got an aerial on a mobile phone. Did you know that? And the aerial is round the outside of the case. And you know these little breaks in the case like that and that? These are different aerials that sort of pick things up and face in different directions, so that when you're talking to somebody, all you have to do is that, and one of the aerials picks up a signal. There you go, you see.
It's
There
amazing.
you go. Shamazing. Shamazing what you find out. Right, back to my list. Back to my list.
Where am I?
Where
Sorry.
am I?
Go on.
Where am I? Do we know where I am? And then, of course, coming up anytime soon will be lots of season launches and new things happening in Blackpool.
For which you get an invite and you can use your new widget.
Exactly. So you'll be able to come with me because I'm going to take my new widget, and I shall go and film all these different things that I'm going to.
Put that in your top pocket and just nobody would know. Covert.
So there's usually a season launch, which is very interesting. That's usually I think it's usually before Easter, that. Do you know, it seems a long time ago. And then there's the opening of the Holiday Inn, there's the opening of the Tramway, there's the opening of Backlot Cinema, and the new shop, whatever that's going to be. I would imagine they'll not be far away from finding out who the tenant's going to be. It'll not be online. They've not announced it yet. It just doesn't believe me, does it? The number of times he looks things up because he don't believe me. Oh yes, Hobbycraft. Hobbycraft is opening at Squires Gate at the retail park near TK Maxx. So that's exciting. And we've got a new shop opening in Cleveleys as well. So it's the original factory outlet, and there's 150 odd of them in Britain, so there may be one near you. There's one in Kirkham, but I can't say that I've ever been in it, but it looks as if it's sort of like Wange, like the Wange.
Like the Wange.
It's like the
Mrs.
Range,
Wabbit.
and it's like Wilko, but it sells clothes as well.
So it's
that'll be good.
Peacocks and Wilco and...
It'll be good, that.
Yeah.
I looked at the website.
And it's where for people that did come to Cleveleys, that have been to Cleveleys, it's where the old Wilco was.
And I looked at the website when somebody said that they were opening, and the first thing I saw on the homepage was some Adidas trainers like them I've got.
No way.
Yes, way. Yes,
Oh,
way.
I might get some of them. Did you tell them about my trainers?
Trainers?
What colour?
Oh yeah, it's got some new trainers. Bright red. Anyway, we've got a food review to put on the board. Speaking of, we ought to have done this while we were talking about all them things that I've been cooking, didn't we? Yesterday we had roast vegetables with baked beans and a fried egg on top, didn't we? And I thought it was very nice. I got the distinct impression these two weren't thrilled. I'd left it all ready, I'd got everything prepared, left it all sat in the Ninja, ready just to be cooked.
Just needed a touch more oil.
No, it didn't. I don't like it swimming in oil.
It was perfect.
When these two make roast veg, it looks like an oil slick. So, you've probably seen the video. He's gone, look. I've got rid of him, finally. You've probably seen the video where I went to the Trellis Cafe in Blackpool. It did occur to me that I could have been this afternoon out making videos for you, but instead I'm sat here doing this. So I'm going to make Thursday afternoons my video days, and then I can go out and I can do a food vlog, and I can do different vlogs in different places. That's my plan anyway. Choose whether or not I stick to it is another matter. So I went to the Cleveleys Cafe. What?
Just wondering whether you could do one for a food vlog for someone who's trying to lose weight.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? Because everywhere you go in a cafe, you
Correct.
can't. There is nowhere to eat if you're trying to lose weight.
What's the nicest thing you've got on the menu that I can eat to make me lose weight?
That's not going to make me fat.
Yeah.
Cleveleys Cafe. Very nice. Very nice. I've walked past it a million times and never been in. And I must say I did enjoy that. So I'm going to put that there because it didn't quite make the top grade. But nonetheless, it was very near the top. It was definitely among the best of the ones I've been to. So I would highly recommend that. It's just at the side of... Oh, my things are dropping off.
Do you want me to put it in microwave?
I think you better. My blue tack's gone.
I bet it is actually, but it's that cold in here.
Yeah, it's that cold in here that my blue tack's gone tackless. A bit like me.
We need a mobile microwave that we can just shoot at it.
So there you go. So I've done quite a few, haven't I? Quite a few full vlogs.
Oh my goodness.
And I wonder why I'm getting fat.
Is that-
It's your fault.
Is that, never mind rhinos out, that looks like rhinos gone in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that nearly takes us up to birthdays. Would you like to do a joke before we get to birthdays?
One joke.
Okay.
One joke. Just one.
Let's see if we can get one.
Waiter, do you serve lobsters here? Yes, sir. We serve anybody. Mark these out specially. How do you make golden soup? Put 24 carrots in it. How do you make a walnut laugh?
Whip it.
Crack it up.
Oh.
Did you hear about the gravy that giggled? It was made the laughing stock.
It's not getting any better, do they?
What you get if you mix birdseed with cereal?
I feel like I should know this one.
Shredded tweet.
God.
That's as far as I got before I had to go and put it in microwave.
Leave them on and then you know which ones you've read out.
Yeah, no, but it's sticking to my page, I can't.
Oh, do you know, this husband of
Have you got a
mine.
pencil?
This husband of mine. That's easy way to do it. Just tick them off.
Oh, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Dear me today. Tell you, there's not a day goes by that he don't test my patience.
And it passes every time.
Not, oh, listen, that'll be the phone. That'll be the phone.
Go away! Go away!
Stopped. Does anyone put loo rolls in the fridge? Why would you do that, Julie? Why would you put loo rolls in your fridge? Oh well, that's a conundrum for this afternoon. Let's see if we can get the answer before we get to the end of the show. If anybody wants to buy any raffle tickets,
Don't show the name.
yes, don't show the name. They're not the ones I wanted. If anybody wants to buy any raffle tickets,
Just put your hand over that.
I will put the link for the coffee shop underneath in the top of the comments and pin it to the top, and then you can find it. And what I'll do, I'll send you the numbers back and write your name on, which is what I've done with these that I've got my thumb over it.
Good girl.
So, birthdays. Right, are we ready? It's birthday time.
You must have a few.
Oh, yes,
I
it
bet
is. There's
you've
not
got
many
one.
actually
Really?
in February. No, there's not many at all. I was quite surprised. In fact, I double checked to make sure that I'd done it properly. So on the 3rd of February, oh, sorry, no, 3rd of March, that, isn't it? I had got you down as well, Bill. Bill's just put his birthday on, which I had already got down, and I'm just trying to give you 2 birthdays, Bill, and an additional one in February, but we'll cross that out, shall we? Has anybody got one of these? Very good. You just...
Show them before, show them after. Write something.
You just do that, look. You're right. You put that down like that and pull it, and you get what used to be called liquid paper. Very clever. Won't do without that. So, 6th of February from the top, it's Janet Edmondson's birthday. So, happy birthday, Janet, and I hope you'll have a lovely day next Tuesday. On the 24th of February, it's Sue Southern's birthday.
Yay.
So, you better go in on bargains and say
When?
happy birthday to her. 24th of February.
24th of February.
So big shout out for our pal Sue who works in Home Bargains. On the 20th...
Well, the roses will still be fresh then from when I buy her some roses on 14th.
Yeah, they will. On the 27th, it's Sylvia's birthday, of Chris and Sylvia. And Ian Andrews' birthday as well on the same day. And that's it. Unless you know different. So February is obviously not a popular month to be born. What?
I've missed a joke.
And then, of course, on the 14th, it's Valentine's Day. Go on then.
What? No, I consider yourself lucky that I didn't read it out. I'll save that one. I'll save that one for next time.
So our pal Nora the other day, she said to Kevin, they've got Lego roses in Asda. Right. I said, I think I've got some actually, Nora. She says, they're reduced. And we just fell about laughing. It was so funny.
Well, the thing is, you were sat there and I said, oh, that'd be a nice
Swallow
surprise,
your
wouldn't it?
Swallow your surprise. Yeah, so if Stephen Goddard's watching this, they've got Lego roses in Asda and they're reduced. And has anybody booked to go to Brickfest in March? I'm going to Brickfest.
There's an email just come through whereby if you fill out a survey, you go into a draw.
I've done it. I filled it in.
See, I talk about it, you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
By the time I've talked about it, you've done it.
So we're gonna go to the Norbreck Castle this year and see what's to do. So there you have it. That's today's.
I'm still taking tape off. Don't. Just mark. If you've read a joke out to anybody,
We've got
just mark it with a pencil and don't put tape in.
We've got one of those mops that you mop the kitchen floor with. It's like a microfiber pad that you fasten on the end of a thing and you squirt the floor and then one of them.
It's called a mop.
Yeah, well, it's not actually, because a mop is one of them things that's that shape that's got strings on it.
Well, speaking of Nora, you'll finish your story.
So yesterday, he went looking for the mop and decided that it was filthy. He was right, it was filthy. And I have washed it, but it was sort of stained in. So he got this little round scrubbing brush and started scrubbing at it. I said, oh, you're going to spend the rest of the afternoon, are you, scrubbing the mop?
Which means you're not going to spend the rest of the afternoon scrubbing that mop. Do it quickly and then do what I say. Isn't that right, fellas?
Exactly.
So Nora, apparently, she's had her mop for, I think she said about 10 years, if not 20 years. And it's one of these spinny mops that...
Well, they haven't been out that long. The Vileda.
That spins in a bucket and gets rid of all moisture and she swears by it.
Yeah. She's not had it 20 years though, has she? Because
So
we've
she's
not been
probably
around for 20 years.
10. Can I negotiate 10? 5? I might factually probably incorrect, but you get the idea. She's had it a long
whiz
time.
mop, exactly. A whiz mop. So I've just noticed Joanne saying that she's going to send some post when Chris Higgett opens up.
You can send it to Cleveleys.
Yes, you could do that as well. I haven't been to Chris yet. I know I need to go to Chris. I know there is post there waiting for me. But as you can imagine, I've had other things on my plate.
And it wasn't a pound burger.
Yeah, exactly. So that brings us to the end of today's show.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to add.
That brings us to the end of today's show.
When's the next one, Jane?
The next one is on the 7th of March. The next one is on the 7th of March. So until then, we will close as is customary.
You do it so well.
Are you ready? You can't even remember it.
I can. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today. Finish it.
Go on.
Someone smiled at me today.
You were doing really well.
I know. I forgot rest.
Smiling is infectious. You'll catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. And when he smiled, I realised I'd passed it on to him. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic, quick, and get the world infected.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye for now.